Good afternoon, everyone. I know everyone's excited to continue to eat their lunch. Please do so, but we are going to get started. My name is Christine Herndon. We are helping on behalf of EPA to present this year's WaterSense Awards. At the end of the video that's going to be playing, please stick around for the very special award that will be given at the end, and we will go from there.
Hi, I'm Veronica Bloody, the Program Manager for the EPA WaterSense program. As you can see, I am not able to be there with you because of EPA travel restrictions, but I am happy to join you virtually here from Washington, D.C. to recognize those of our WaterSense Award winners who are able to make the trip to WSI. If we've learned anything this past year, it's the power of resilience, the ability to adapt to whatever is thrown at us. Our partners developed great resilience as they quickly pivoted their programs to respond to the inability to meet people face-to-face. When you read about our winners, you'll see how many of them embraced virtual engagement. In many cases, the success was so great that they will likely continue to include virtual in their programming after the pandemic ends. And this year, they were busy because as more people spent more time at home, they started to notice things. That leaking toilet, that increasing water bill, that old shower head, and that yard that could use some work. This led to great demand for products from manufacturers and retailers, rebates from utilities, and assistance from those who faced real economic hardships as they lost jobs due to the slowdown in parts of the economy. So it's a bad news, good news kind of story this year. We know the bad news, but the good news is how everybody rose to meet the challenges. And we at WaterSense very much appreciate the efforts of all of our partners in helping to reach a milestone of 5.4 trillion gallons of water saved and 108 billion in utility costs avoided. As I said, not all of our partners were able to make the trip to Las Vegas, so this award ceremony will be different. First, I want to thank my virtual assistants who will be helping on-site. Christine Herndon and Carrie Lee from Herndon Associates are your on-site WaterSense recognition team today. Thanks, Herndon. We really appreciate your help. My focus is going to be on the 16 winners attending the conference. I'm going to be brief, so I hope all of you will check our website after the ceremony to learn more about the accomplishments demonstrated by all 34 of our award recipients. Hi. So as you can see, I've changed locations, give you a little bit of a tour of DC at the same time. Now we're at the U.S. Botanic Garden at the Bartholdi Fountain, which is a great place to just hang out. As normal, I will start out with our Excellence Award winners, 12 of whom have been recognized for their efforts in a specific category included within our awards program. Our 5 winners in attendance here reflect the range of partner categories, including a promotional, utility, irrigation professional certification organization, and 2 manufacturers who hits both the indoors and outdoor product lines. I'd like them to start heading to the stage to receive their award as I tell you a bit about them. First up, we have the Alliance for Water Efficiency, winning an award for excellence in strategic collaboration. And I suspect that it's no surprise to know that AWE continues to do a great job of bringing all the different players in water efficiency together to achieve great things. A standout for me in 2020 was the work they did with the City of Detroit and Kohler that looked at the affordability of water and sewer services and the potential of water-efficient products to reduce water use and bills. Next up, the City of Allen, Texas is winning for excellence in education. As an avid reader, I find particular joy in how they worked with their local library to highlight WaterSense campaigns and to host their demonstration garden. Prior to COVID restrictions, they were able to visit 1,600 fifth graders, and when workshops weren't possible, they provided videos that customers could check out anytime. Niagara is winning an award for excellence in promoting WaterSense labeled products. Their in-person opportunities were limited, so they focused on getting in front of architects, engineers, and professional plumbers to show them how their WaterSense labeled products can meet the need for more water conservation. Promoting WaterSense and outreach was also a focus for the G3 Green Gardens group out of California. As they pivoted to online, they found they could also reach bigger audiences. and they worked with the Metropolitan Water District of Southern California to carry out workshops on California-friendly landscaping, which is really important with the ongoing drought in California. Finally, the Toro Company is recognized for their engagement and outreach efforts as they work to make their WaterSense-related efforts a component of their financial, social, and environmental sustainability efforts. Their outreach efforts covered the spectrum, reaching children and professional contractors with the water-saving message. Please join me in a round of applause for all of our Excellence Award winners, including those who couldn't join us here today.
I know that our award winners came up as we were announcing them, but to provide the name of those who did: Ron Burke, President and CEO for the Alliance for Water Efficiency; Gail Donaldson, accepted as Water Conservation Manager for the City of Allen, Texas; Trey Cutler, Regional Account Manager for Niagara; Pamela Bertzler for the G3 Green Garden Group; and Rob Starr for the Toro Company. Thank you.
Okay, here we are on the mall, looking towards the Capitol. And next up, our Partners of the Year. These 12 partners achieved success in all the areas of our awards program. Here today, we have 7 partners who will bring up in groups to accept the award and provide brief remarks. First up, our winners from Northern California, the City of Sacramento Department of Utilities with its second award, and the Regional Water Authority with its first. These 2 winners were well acquainted with each other, as Sacramento is one of the 19 water providers that benefit from the services provided by RWA. While they promoted all of the WaterSense campaigns in 2020, leaks were a big focus for Sacramento in 2020, with their Leak-Free Sacramento program and their Redo the Loo program. RWA helped to connect their water providers with WaterSense resources by adding them to a special shared library. They engaged youth through a competition to create PSAs, with the winning entry viewed by more than 140,000 people at 6 local movie theaters. And to ensure that their programs meet goals, they engaged focus groups to help them assess and refine the messages for their household leak program. Welcome, Sacramento and RWA.
Excellent. So accepting that came on the stage, you saw William Granger, Water Conservation Coordinator for the City of Sacramento. For the Regional Water Authority, Greg Bundison from the Sacramento Suburban Water District, another of the authority's member agencies.
Next, our winners from Southern California, the Irvine Ranch Water District with its second award, and the Upper San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District with their third. Outdoor water use is a big issue in California, and IRWD had some great programs to tackle it, rebating more than 800 irrigation controllers, as well as a direct install program, holding Rightscape workshops that reached hundreds. They had funny PSAs with dinosaurs and columns with Ask Juan about irrigation. And they also modified the WaterSense landscape checkout list for their customers. The Upper District celebrated its 60th anniversary in 2020. And while the activities had to change, they still managed to incorporate WaterSense into programming that could reach their customers with a virtual 5-week Servapalooza to replace the planned one-day event. And all WaterSense partners benefited when they translated several of our resources into Spanish and simplified Chinese for non-English speaking community. Thanks to IRWD and Upper District.
I know that Veronica said we had 2 winners from Southern California, but we actually have 3, since one confirmed they would attend after this video was shot. So we also welcome the Big Bear Lake Department of Water and Power to our award-winning SoCal crew. In 2020, Big Bear expanded their rebate programs for WaterSense, labeled toilets, and outdoor products, and gave conservation kits to 5th graders with WaterSense labeled shower heads and faucet aerators. To spread the word about saving water, Big Bear hit the radio airwaves with 8 ads that ran more than 200 times. Sierra Orr is here to accept the award on behalf of Big Bear. Welcome to the stage. Melody DeSangret, Water Efficiency Analyst with the Irvine Ranch Water District. Nicole Delgado, Government and Community Affairs Director for the Upper San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District. And Sierra Orr for Big Bear Lake Department of Water and Power.
The City of Big Bear Lake Department of Water and Power is located in a mountainous region of Southern California. We have about 25,000 residents that can grow to more than 100,000 people on any given Friday night, or as we've learned over the last year and a half, any day during a global pandemic. We have about 35 full-time staff members, but only 2 of us are dedicated to water conservation and communications. And yet, more than 20 years ago, we started a conservation program with just 1 person. 20 years ago, we had a low-flow indoor retrofit requirement that we implemented and started enforcing years before the state of California legislature required the same. We started a very conservative landscape regulation program years before the Model Water Efficiency Landscape Ordinance existed. And we also started an AMI installation project in 2014, completely in-house, installing 16,000 meters in less than 6 years with just our field staff. All of these programs started before my tenure, so I just want to thank all of the City of Big Bear Lake Department of Water staff for all of the work that they did that laid the ground for our success. I also want to thank WaterSense for giving us the tools and the training to make it possible, and especially to our water conservation specialist, Lauren Kleppen, who basically manages and runs all of these programs while I'm nose deep into spreadsheets most of the time. And I want to say thank you to all of the small, underserved, under-budgeted, understaffed, and usually overwhelmed water districts out there. And just let you know that not all of the big cities with big budgets win awards. Sometimes it's the small cities with big ideas.
On behalf of Irvine Ranch Water District, I want to thank WaterSense for recognizing us as a promotional partner of the year. The WaterSense website and partner website continue to provide resources we need to seamlessly integrate WaterSense into our water efficiency workshops, programs, and campaigns. At the beginning of the pandemic, we modified WaterSense's landscape checklist to help our customers conduct their own irrigation audits while at home. The checklist includes a description, photo, and repair suggestions for 12 common irrigation issues. Customers were encouraged to compare the photos to their own system during the scheduled tele-audit. Another resource we use often is the product search tool, which helps us develop product lists for programs like the pressure regulating spray bodies and WaterStar toilet rebate program. Thank you again, WaterSense, for developing your fabulous resources. Irvine Ranch Water District is a proud partner, and we appreciate this award.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Upper District Board of Directors, we are extremely proud to receive this recognition from the EPA for the 3rd consecutive year. We are committed to delivering conservation resources to our residents, cities, and businesses throughout our service area in Southern California. And although last year was unprecedented, as many have said, it gave us the opportunity to be flexible and think outside the box when readapting our programs. We value this incredible partnership with EPA WaterSense, which has allowed us to continue connecting to residents and educating them on the importance of practicing water use efficiency. So thank you very much.
Finally, a mixed threesome, 2 first-timers and 1 repeat award winner. The City of Durham Water Management program graduated from a number of excellence awards to Partner of the Year in 2020 by expanding the program offerings. Of course, Durham is known for its fun Fix a Leak Week video series. 2020's Spooky Leaky Things was based on Stranger Things. But they also rebated close to 1,000 toilets and reach their non-residential customers to offer water use assessments and WaterSense labeled products. Orbit Irrigation Products out of Utah earns its first award for their commitment to manufacturing WaterSense labeled controllers and spray sprinkler bodies. They also got the word out about their products by partnering with big box stores in key markets to get displays to let customers know how products work and how to get rebates. And they partnered with water utilities to offer training to residents and contractors. Finally, for the second consecutive year, Fulton Homes in Arizona is recognized for their efforts to build WaterSense labeled homes. They exceeded their goal for building WaterSense labeled homes with 300 in 2020 and also became a Triple Crown winner, earning Energy Star Partner of the Year, Indoor Air Plus Leader, and the WaterSense Partner of the Year Award. Welcome Durham, Orbit, and Fulton to the stage, and thanks for all your efforts.
We'll welcome the awardees to accept their award and say a few things. James Lim, Water Efficiency Manager for the City of Durham Water Management. Brad Wardle, Vice President of Beehive for Orbit Irrigation Products. And Adam Strube, Core Manager for Fulton Homes.
So thank you to WaterSense for this. If anyone has seen the videos that were alluded to in the message, you'll know that this is the closest I'm going to get to an Academy Award, so I'm going to take it. But seriously, even though I'm the one up here, I'm accepting on behalf of a small but amazing team that works so well together, Grant, who's here, and Aaron back at home. And I'm so proud of the work they do every day, especially in the last year as we've had to pivot as everybody has had to do. We've been WaterSense partners for many, many years, and it's really been a game changer for us. I think we were doing very good work before we joined the partnership, but WaterSense, the program of WaterSense, gives us a message to unite around, but maybe even more importantly, it gives us a community of colleagues across the country that are supportive and collaborative and honestly inspire us and challenge us to be ever more creative in the things we do. So this is not just a thank you for the award, it's a thank you to WaterSense for existing, a thank you to those partners across the country that inspire us, and thanks to the WaterSense team for all the hard work they do to help us do the work that we love to do every day. So thank you.
I was suddenly remembering a skit with Will Ferrell dropping an award on stage and handling this. It got a little slippery. Grateful for the award. We're grateful to partner with the EPA and for the recognition. We've been working very hard on some of the weird, nuanced, complex problems we face in watering, and we've loved every minute of it. We love partnering with all of you, partnering with people in the industry, people that are our competitors that we've worked with. It's been a great time learning, growing, and finding ways to better conserve and manage our world's most precious resource, water. And to our team, to the Beehive team, to the Orbit team, the hundreds of people that put in the effort and energy, I get to accept this on their behalf, and I'm grateful for all the work they do. Thank you.
Want to thank EPA WaterSense for the recognition 2 years in a row. This is a great achievement for Fulton Homes out of Tempe, Arizona. And thanks for everybody out here and supporting the programs. And I'm going to keep it short. Have a great lunch.
Now we come to our Sustained Excellence Award winners, 9 partners who have consistently demonstrated Partner of the Year quality year in and year out. Today, we are joined with 4 of them, 3 of them from Georgia and 1 from Texas. I'm going to tell you a bit about each and then welcome them all to the stage to receive their awards and provide brief remarks. With their second Sustained Excellence Award, the City of Plano lived up to their city logo, City of Excellence. Virtual was the name of the game, and they were ably converted their programming into a virtual formats. As part of their virtual WaterWise landscape tour, nearly 2,500 residents watched documentary-style videos about WaterWise landscapes in the area. And the Water Conservation Rebate Program celebrated its 10th anniversary by, you guessed it, making more rebates. close to 1,000 for WaterSense labeled toilets and irrigation controllers and rate-free sensors. The Cobb County Water System won its 4th award. Knowing that residents were spending more time at home, they targeted do-it-yourselfers during the Sprinkler Spruce Up campaign and encouraged homeowners via social media and newsletters to check their irrigation systems were working efficiently. They also issued more than 1,400 rebates for WaterSense labeled toilets and mailed out water savings kits to more than 100 customers. The Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District won its 4th award. As pandemic restrictions started to hit in March of 2020, the district was faced with the challenge of what to do with their water drop dash, which brings close to 1,000 runners out every year. They pivoted to a virtual race format very quickly as pandemic shutdowns hit and saw 350 runners from Georgia and other parts of the country participate, including me here in DC. And in news that I think would be of interest to many of you, they carried out market research that demonstrated that residents are opting for WaterSense labeled fixtures due to market availability, high customer satisfaction ratings, and a similar price range. And their findings are being used to propose regional implementation of an updated indoor plumbing code for 2022. And closing out the Georgia Mafia, the Athens-Clarke County PUD won its 5th award. Undaunted by COVID, they converted their water festival to a water festival in a box, making special deliveries to customers and holding an unboxing event via the internet. They upped their game on all things social media and leveraged relationships with local businesses from the DMV to get WaterSense labeled products and water savings tips to customers.
We would like to welcome the Sustained Excellence awardees to the stage for a few remarks. Katie Masucci, Senior Environmental Education Coordinator for the City of Plano, Texas. Angie Marcus, Water Efficiency Supervisor for the Cobb County Water System. Sarah Skinner for the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District. And Lori Lofton, Water Conservation Coordinator for the Athens-Clarke County Public Utilities Department.
Thank you so much to EPA WaterSense for this tremendous honor. When I think of the silver lining that was born of the pandemic, I think of the creativity that kept us all together, though apart. And I'm grateful that the City of Plano's leadership allowed our wonderful team's creativity to shine, and that EPA WaterSense continued to provide its friendly support and resources. I'd like to thank everyone here as well, as I'm constantly inspired by the storytelling and networking that I experience here. Your willingness to share ideas is the reason why so many of our programs exist and are thriving today, so thank you.
I was fortunate enough when I started my tenure a couple years ago to inherit a great program, and have just continued a lot of that with some adaptations. But I also have a great team back home in Cobb County, and want to thank those for all of their hard work. Living in a part of the country that currently has too much water, I know we wish we could send some of it this way for sure, but promoting water conservation is not an easy task in our day and time now in Georgia, because again, we have too much water and people don't pay attention to it when there's too much water. So we really appreciate our partnership with WaterSense, being able to have those resources and those tools to effectively and efficiently promote the conservation to our customers and in our area. So we would like to thank the WaterSense for all of their hard work that they give to us and the resources that they give to us. Thank you.
I said Team Georgia once, but Georgia Mafia sounds a little bit more appropriate for Las Vegas, so I'll take it. I'm just really glad to be here today. I'm really honored to represent my organization, the Metropolitan North Georgia Water Planning District. We're really proud to be receiving this award again. WaterSense labeled products set a high standard for efficiency and provide the foundation for our successful conservation programs like our toilet replacement program, which has rebated 150,000 toilets since it started in 2008, and also our requirements for large landscape watering. We want to thank WaterSense. We want to thank our friends and partners back home. We certainly can't do all of these awesome programs by ourselves. And we love the work that we do. We hope that it shows, and we're going to keep on going. Thanks.
Though it is Athens' 5th time to earn this prestigious award, it remains an exciting moment in our office when the WaterSense notification comes through. We hear a whoop whoop spread across our office as soon as we get the email. And after the year plus that we have experienced due to the pandemic, this year's recognition was even more meaningful as we had to be very creative to maintain our WaterSense promotions, but we enjoyed that challenge. But this year's award was not earned by the Water Conservation Office alone, never is. And I want to take a moment to recognize our entire PUD staff, the essential workers who are frequently overlooked as the kudos and thank yous were passed around to the frontline workers, especially during the early times of our COVID response. The water professionals tirelessly worked behind the scenes, coming to work 24/7 when we knew very little about this virus and how it spread. They did so to protect our public health by ensuring the most important precaution against COVID could be taken, simply washing our hands. I give a big thanks to all who made this possible in Athens and throughout our country. And as always, I again thank WaterSense, as Athenians were processing how best to protect their own health as well as that of their families. Water efficiency was probably not on their minds and a primary concern. But anyone in our community who had replaced their shower heads, aerators, or toilets with a WaterSense labeled product, either from what we distributed to them or they bought at the store, the instant they installed that, when they turned on their water or flushed the toilet, they were saving water as well as protecting their health. And I know I'm speaking to the choir. We know the water industry is full of unsung heroes working throughout this continuing pandemic. The community may not have brought our people donuts. They may not have stood outside with handmade signs saying thank you for coming to work. No groundhog with a wig popped up to say thank you. And we probably didn't see essential workers when they were mentioning them. They really left out the water industry. But we know the importance of the work required from each and every one of us to make our water delivery happen. And I accept this award in honor of those in our little part of this one water world. Thank you.
So wow, what a year or two. We at WaterSense hope that all of you and your friends and family have been able to stay healthy. But our thoughts also go out to those of you who may have suffered terrible losses. I know that the great work of our partners has continued in 2021, and we look forward to recognizing their achievements when we hopefully meet again next October at WSI in person. That's a wrap. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the conference.
That is not a wrap. Veronica had fake news. We have one more award to do, the Water Star Award, and I need a very special woman, Miss Marianne Dickerson, to come up and present it.
Whoops. Let's put it here so it doesn't fall. It's gonna fall. Thank you. This is my favorite thing to do all year, and I want to thank Ron Burke, the new CEO at the Alliance for Water Efficiency, for letting me do this one last time. The Water Star Award is very, very special. We present it every year, every October at this conference at WSI in Las Vegas. And as many of you know, and for those of you who are new to this conference and haven't seen this before, this award recognizes individual excellence in water efficiency, not the organizations themselves. Our tradition has been that in doing this award, I arrange my remarks so that you will have to guess the Water Star winner's identity as we go along, because we keep this very secret right up until the moment it's announced. Only the winner knows, usually, as well as key people at the Alliance for Water Efficiency who are absolutely sworn to secrecy. So as you all know by now, after all these years, this award's special to us. It celebrates the unsung hero, the water conservation practitioner who works in the trenches and makes a huge difference by their quiet dedication, passion, and progressive approaches that move forward our field but often are not recognized. So we want to recognize WaterStar Award winners not because they apply for the award, but because their peers around them recognize the value of their significant contribution and their achievements over time. And most of their persistent dedication to the water efficiency cause is part of this award. We've given 12 of these awards so far to uniformly stellar water conservation champions. John Flowers at EPA, George Kunkel, Bill Madaus, Karen Guz, Doug Bennett, Amy Vickers, Fiona Sanchez, Veronica Bletti, again of EPA, Carol Baker, Glenn Pleasance, Kathleen Wynn, and Bill Hoffman. This year's award winner exemplifies those same qualities that we strive to honor: a personal passion for water conservation, a determined dedication to obtaining those needed reductions in water use, and persistence, most especially, persistence in the face of numerous obstacles and challenges. As we usually do at the WaterSmart Innovations Conference, I want to see how fast you can guess who it is. When she was born, yes, our award winner is female. When she was born, our award winner had so much hair on her head that the nurses gave her the nickname Beetle Baby. She was raised in a large Midwestern city by 2 public school teachers, but she spent all her family vacation time in the woods, and especially on the water, developing a lifelong passion for it. She ran track in high school, played in the band, played soccer, participated in the science fair. Her band and musical experience came in handy, as she was once booked with a student group to perform on a week-long Caribbean cruise in a, Glee-like program. But despite all of her years of activities on the water, she still got seasick. She earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Purdue University, where she switched out from her medical school prep courses because she passed out during a blood draw. She received a master's degree in public policy from Harvard, and while there in Cambridge, she learned how to figure skate. After all, that's frozen water, right? She says one of the best jobs she ever had was as a summer research assistant at the University of Wisconsin's Trout Lake Station, where she not only learned great fieldwork skills, but also learned how to make a tasty étouffée out of invasive rusty crayfish. Her first professional job after getting her master's degree was as a water utility rates consultant at Ernst & Young in Atlanta. Then she went to work for the Atlanta Regional Commission as a principal environmental planner, working on watershed and land use plans. Upon moving to Wisconsin, she served as a town board supervisor and plan commission chairperson for the town of Middleton. She's still in Wisconsin. She and her husband have 2 children, one of whom inherited the water bug from her mother and is now pursuing a PhD in freshwater ecology. So, you know who this is yet? Why is she our awardee? I think you will soon figure out who she is. Her conservation career began when she joined the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin in July of 2012 as a water policy advisor. She's now a division administrator. Some of you may be aware that Wisconsin's really, I think, the only state in the country that regulates both private water utilities and public agencies. So policies at the Public Service Commission, where she works, the policies that the commission adopts are broad-ranging throughout the Wisconsin water utility sector and therefore have great clout. She took the commission's conservation and efficiency initiative from a basic standalone program to one that is now integrated into the commission's core regulatory work related to drinking water. As a direct result of her efforts, the commission now considers conservation and efficiency options as part of its mandate on rate setting, construction project approval, outreach to financially troubled utilities, and water affordability. She began flagging high levels of water loss in Wisconsin's water utilities and was determined to remedy that. Now, when commission staff reviews a rate or a construction application that indicates high non-revenue water, the utility is required to conduct a detailed water audit using industry-accepted practices and use those results of the audit to develop an actionable plan to reduce those losses. Through extensive education and outreach activities, she raised awareness throughout the state of Wisconsin of the benefits of conservation and efficiency to all Wisconsin utilities, even those utilities without water supply constraints. And you all know out there how difficult that is. She cultivated a network of state stakeholders and national experts in water efficiency, and she continues to use that network to spearhead training on AWWA's M36 water audit methodology, the free water audit software spreadsheet tool, and the Water Research Foundation component analysis tool. This statewide program connects staff from utilities of all sizes with industry experts, cultivating interest in the why for reducing non-revenue water, with developing the how skills that result in specific reductions and actionable steps. She developed a portion of the Commission's website dedicated to water utility training, which includes a special area on water loss. Resources include a videotape workshop and a webinar hosted by the Commission and available on demand to utility staff as part of a 4-part series on AWE's YouTube channel. She coordinated and secured funding for a water loss training pilot program that helped identify and demonstrate the benefits of providing training on a statewide basis. She also volunteered to host a specialized grant-funded water loss training workshop with the Alliance for Water Efficiency. She continues to work on revising the Wisconsin Administrative Code to require that utilities use industry-accepted practices in conducting all of their water audits and in developing water loss control plans. She has delivered written and oral testimony in rate and construction cases on multiple topics, including customer water use patterns, integration of conservation and efficiency into water demand projections that are used to size, design, and demonstrate the need for construction projects. She's testified on rate structures that promote conservation and customer affordability, as well as sound planning to support infrastructure investment. And last but not least, she served as vice chair of AWE's Education and Outreach Committee for 4 years and chair of that committee for 2 years. And in keeping with today's theme, she also won the WaterSense Award of Excellence in 2013 in the area of outreach and education. But there's more than just water efficiency to her accomplishments. She led the Commission's program to accelerate replacement of over 176,000 lead service lines in 113 communities across the state. Now that's a big job. She's been involved in development of legislation to allow use of water utility funds to fund replacement of privately owned lead service lines. She ran a commission program to identify utilities with financial problems, providing recommendations and changes to fix the situation. To date, all of the 33 targeted utilities took those steps from her, helping to ensure provision of safe, reliable service while addressing affordability and other local challenges. She led the Commission's response to COVID-19. Wisconsin was one of the first in the country to enact a statewide disconnection moratorium and to open a docket into COVID-19's financial impacts to ensure continuity of vital water service to customers and to help with the utility's financial viability. So Wisconsin has been an outstanding state leader in water loss reduction and non-revenue water control, and that is a clear direct outcome of Denise's leadership. There is no other public service commission in the country that is more committed to reducing utility distribution system water loss and promoting consumer-side water efficiency as a matter of regulatory policy. So for her extraordinary contribution to regulated water conservation and efficiency policy in the state of Wisconsin and beyond, for her commitment to assisting water utilities with reducing their water losses and financial pressures, and for her teamwork spirit and consummate dedication to working together for common water efficiency goals, the Alliance for Water Efficiency is very proud to present the 2021 Water Star Award to Denise Schmidt. Come on down.
Oh, thank you all. I can't. Sorry.
Um, oh gosh, thank you all. I'm so humbled and honored and straight up jazzed to receive this award. But first off, my sincere gratitude to all the thought leaders out there, the dedicated innovators, the exceptional mentors and role models. Your generosity does not go unnoticed. When I started with the PSC, I was not real sure how that was going to go. It was my first gig as a regulator. All I guessed was I wouldn't be making a whole lot of new friends in that role as a regulator. But then, thanks to the PSC, I had a chance to come here to the conference, and I saw what Mary Ann observed yesterday was a true community, a tribe, a family. And what a bunch of smart, hardworking members of that family you guys are. So thanks to you. Your contributions have benefited us in Wisconsin in ways I just can't thank you enough for. And speaking of Wisconsin, I need to give a shout out to the dedicated staff there, the people that went before me and saw that we should probably do something in conservation and efficiency, even though we're in a water-rich state. I'm especially appreciative of a leadership there that really gets it, that understands and supports our conservation and efficiency initiative. It truly is a key part of our work to fulfill the PSC's mission to provide and ensure safe, reliable, affordable, and environmentally responsible utility service. So I really look forward to continuing our collaboration in moving this space forward. And I think maybe with that, I'll just invoke the Wisconsin state motto of forward. Thank you.
As a reminder for those award recipients, if you'd like a professional photograph, please stay back. We have Paul over here to do that, but now it's officially a wrap. So thank you for coming to the annual WaterSense Awards.